Hi, y'all. How's it going? How's things? It's good to see everybody today. I don't have much of a plan today. Not much to talk about. I was looking a little bit about what it takes to build an online community. But mostly what I was finding was, hi, Scooter Mom, how are you? It's really good to see you. What I found was a whole lot of stuff about creating a Discord and getting everybody's emails and setting up chat bots, which is not exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for more, how do you bring people together to create community, to make a community. And I'm not sure that just using a chat bot or creating a Discord is really the way to go about doing that. I guess I will have to do a little more research another time. That's what I found on that. Not very much. Just how to basically, it was tools that you can use, not people related. So that's sort of unfortunate. So the news in my life, I guess, is that Mom comes tomorrow. Instead of working today, I'm working tomorrow, so I had the day off today. I got a little bit accomplished, not much. I have been just exhausted, not able to keep my eyes open the last few days, and I'm not sure what that's about, but I had one of those days today, and I get them here and there, and they're always really difficult to deal with when I get them because I spend the whole day kind of half asleep without the ability to pay much attention to anything. So that's sort of how my day went. How did everybody else's day go? I know there's several in here of you lurking, and I'd love to hear from y'all if you'd like to share anything. I know that one of the things that makes a community is that people feel free and safe to share. And I know that's a difficult thing to have in a community, especially a community where everything you say can be watched. Hi, Jen. How are you? Hi, Janet. How are you? It's nice to see you guys. Oh, brain fog. I am so sorry. I am so sorry things aren't going well. I'm not sure that not in real life. I'm glad, Janet. Jen. You're really too kind. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Cricket, hi. So what's new today, guys? Isn't Pup the greatest? I'm I'm speechless that you guys have done so much for me this month. I've invested. Look at what we've got. Brain fog. He must have come just for you. Look at this. Here we go. Georg, how are you? It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you. That was Pup Groomer who gave that gift. So it was lovely. Gee, we love you too. Everybody is welcome in here. And you are one of those people that's welcome. I know everybody here may have disagreements. Hi, Journey, how are you? Everybody here may have disagreements outside these walls, but I try to keep this. You feel better now? Good. I appreciate that, Chi. I'm really trying to keep it a place where everybody can be appreciated and enjoy themselves. And to the extent that everybody's welcome in here so long as we all follow the rules. And that means sometimes it's going to be hard and we won't get along with everybody. Yes, he pulls me in for kisses all the time, Chi. All the time. He'll do it again if you give him a minute. This is Soda. I don't know if you've met him before, Chi. He is the resident show. Brain fog doesn't come for anything but to see Soda. He is an 8-year-old Maine Coon cat. He wants boogers. No, he wants to rake the top of my mouth. Sometimes he bites hard enough that he makes me bleed on the top of my nose. Journey, I am sorry that you are sick, dear. That is unfortunate. I am. Sometimes I have days where I just really can't keep my eyes open, and they tend to be. I'm not sure why my shirt looks like that from that angle. I'm not sure why. They tend to be really, really frustrating for me because I literally can't keep my eyes open all day long, and I've had a day like that today. So my daughter gets home in a little while. My husband's picking her up at the airport, and Grandma arrives tomorrow night. So I'm excited about that. I haven't seen my mom in a while. We've got a lot of work to do on the house while she's here. I am anxious but hopeful we can get a handle on some of it at least. So that is what's going on in my life. It was fun, Nico. Thank you for it. It was lovely. It was lovely. It was a lot of fun. You're about to sleep. Have a good sleep, Nico. Have a really good sleep. It is a little late for you. You're fortunate enough to still have your mom. Yeah. I'm thinking about bringing my mom to a protest. I look exactly like my mom. We could be sisters. People often think people often think we're sisters. My mom has been a little scared off by the drama, so we'll see if she's still interested in going to a protest with me. She may not be. No, her hair is auburn. Her hair has always been auburn. It's a little darker and more brown than mine. But yeah, we look like we could be sisters. She looks pretty young too. So people rarely think that she's my mother. It'll be fun to have her here. My house is in a bit of a state, and I hope that she's coming to help me kind of whip it back into shape. So hopefully that'll be a whole lot of fun to get all that work done. I hope that people will respect my mom. I hope that they will. Um, I think that it's really important to be respectful to older folks, and I'm glad that people were still really respectful to her, Chi. And I'm really glad you're comfortable coming in here, Chi. It means a lot to me what you said earlier, that you respect what I'm trying to do in here. I'm not sure I'm doing an excellent job of it, but I guess if people all around this conflict feel comfortable coming in, that's what I want to have. I want to have people who can deal with a adult conversation for an hour or two just about things that maybe have nothing to do with Scientology, because we need some time that's not focused on everything bad about this cult. I appreciate that, Chi. You're welcome here anytime, but I appreciate that. I think that it's a difficult balance. That's sweet, Chi. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I think other people have felt the same way, so a de-stressing zone. Even bad drinks are okay. Well, we'll have bad drinks until No Face shows up, Brain Fog. We'll have bad drinks until No Face shows up. By the way, in Brain Fog, I won't be there tomorrow. I have to work. So, just so you know. I know you've been doing an excellent job late night. That's what I hope for. I do have some mods just because it's nice to have people around who drop links and can take care of that stuff just so there isn't the dead air that happens when I go to find a link or drop a link for you guys by myself. So I've got a few mods, and especially because when I go protest, not that I've been protesting often lately, but when I go protest, it's just well near impossible. Yeah, where it's not needed. Exactly. It's well near impossible to go protest without any mods in my experience because I don't pay. Oh, no face will be here soon. Let's see if I can tempt him into cut. No, that was it. That's all we're getting. He's done. Sorry about that brain fog. I hope you guys could hear him purring. Oh, now Orion's gonna pitch in. Orion! Exactly. You can't see the screen and you forget you're streaming when you're protesting. Yeah, it's hard to keep track of the protest and the screen, so it's really important to have moderators when you're straying. You missed it last night. You did, thanks to Pup Groomer Indigo Twin. That's excellent, Chi. Well, you found him. You found him, Brain Fog. Pup Groomer gave out the gifted memberships. She is really sweet. She is really sweet. Orion will be here in a few minutes. You're gonna mod Orion. That would be excellent. He'd run all of y'all out of here. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on. Such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Yes. Look at you. Sweet and effective and talented. Indeed she is. Here's Orion. Look at this. Yes, he is a sweet boy, isn't he, you guys? He is a sweet boy. He'll look around a second when he's done with his scritches. Right now, he's so busy, he can't even think twice because he's getting scritches. There he is. Yes, look at you. Look at you. Yes, occasionally Chi, occasionally they do. There are times when I get both of them up here, and that's always interesting because they're both about 20 pounds, so it's like having two toddlers in your lap. And Orion gets a little jealous, and so he will want to come up while the kitty is here. Yay from the other room. The most adorable chest compression ever. Indeed, they are heavy. Soda's heavier than Orion by a few pounds. Okay, that's enough. That's a good. Thank you. Yes, thank you. That's enough. Can you look at the camera? Or is that too much to ask of you? Over here. Hey, why do you always want to look away from the camera? What is that look? What is that look? The kitty's name is Soda. He has a litter mate that we own as well. Um, exactly. He's funny that way, Chi. His litter mate is Soda, and his litter mate is Scotch. He's a brown tabby. So we have Scotch, who's a brown tabby, and Soda, who is white and gray. So we have Scotch and Soda, a matched pair. Soda the cat. Yeah, Soda the cat. And Orion is our puppy. Mm-hmm. If I'd been smart, I would have called Orion something relative to Scotch and Soda. I don't know why it didn't occur to me at the time. Cricket, Georg is very nice. I appreciate Georg. It's nice for the two of you to meet. So, like I said earlier, guys, I was doing a search on how to create online community. You heard Chris once say Chi-org one day and you had to steal it? Funny, Chi. The right name will come out of your mouth when you see them. Yeah, that's true, Indigo. Orion's name comes from, if you look at his nose, come here, show your nose. If you look at his nose, he's got several freckles on his nose. And so I looked up the word for freckles in several different languages because I thought I'd find a word that that I could use as a name for him that meant freckle. But then I discovered that a lot of words that mean freckle in other languages translate back to English as star. And so he has reoriented himself. Star, and so when I thought star, the first star that came to mind was Orion. So that was his name, Orion. That's how we got there. Yeah. So I was looking at a bunch of stuff. The dog, when we get one, will have lots of snout. Orion has lots of snout. Orion have lots of snout. I am partial to bulldogs and Boston Terriers, but Orion has a lot of snout and he sure uses it. He sure uses it. So earlier I was looking at ways to build an online community, and what I found out there mostly talked about creating a Discord, creating an email list, those kinds of things. Having the right apps was very interesting. Not many of them talked about the people in the community, the mores of the community, the community guidelines, the things that create a community, that bring a community together. One of your family names is Estrella, meaning star. Yeah, Estrella is lovely. I just didn't, I couldn't, doesn't make a good dog name. But it is lovely. Cricket, how many family names do you have? Are you one of those Spaniards that has 25 family names in there? I think it's lovely. I'm not dismissing it at all. I think it's lovely, all of those family names. I think it's just quite nice to be able to sort of recite. Wow, Cricket. That's amazing. Portuguese. Okay. I think it's amazing when people recite all these family names going back the history of their family. I love it. I love it. I think it's an important piece to honoring your ancestors. I just really like it. I wish we had something like that in English rather than our simplified naming system that we use here. So what do you guys think of the picture that I put on the thumbnail? The Finnish side of your family is quite large. Interesting, Indigo Twin. I love the Finns. They're so different. I'm mostly Scandinavian. Brain fog. I think that finding a full-blooded sister is pretty amazingly shocking. I'm always amazed when you tell that story rather. Tell about that sister. I haven't checked. You found your great grandparents through Ellis Island. Wow, that's really lovely, Indigo Twin. That's so cool. Most of my family emigrated long before Ellis Island, so I didn't get any results there, but my family heritage is Scandinavian, so Swedish and Danish for the most part. You helped an adopted cousin find a sister using Ancestry. That's very cool. That's very cool. I'm always so entranced and can't look away when I hear about things like Brain Fog talks about, like finding long lost relatives that are close relatives. I mean, finding cousins is finding cousins. Oh, what is the thumbnail pic? I'll get there just a second. People used to say you had a twin on the other side of the bay. They were right. Your sister got told that too. Wow, Brain Fog. Wow. So the thumbnail pic, I went into an AI art generator and I made several pictures of using verbal prompts for what I thought the corner joint might look like. And so I've been putting up the different pictures I've had into the thumbnails the last couple of days. I can't show any to you today because I'm just using my iPad and I've got the pictures on my iPad. They're not on my phone. So there's no way for me to show them to you. You just have to look at the thumbnails. Nico says, you were born in Finland, found a sister and a real father a few months ago. The sister is happy. The dad needs time to process it. I am hopeful that the processing goes well. I would think that would be a bit of shock if he didn't know, DJ. Wow, I can't imagine finding that. Your mother denied it until she passed. Wow, brain fog. You were lucky to meet both of your birth parents when you were young. That's nice, Indigo Twin. I would think it would be really hard for a parent to come face to face with that if they didn't know. Bright Fog, I assume this is an older sister. I wonder why your mom felt the need to deny it. I think that's kind of sad, but I expect that people have their reasons, and it's difficult to know what to do. I know people who have made decisions like that, and they felt they were doing the right thing at the time, and now only time will tell if they were doing the right thing. "15 years older, she's aging perfectly." Nice. You don't think your bio dad knew? Okay, that could be. That would make sense, Brain Fog. My half sister is 20 years younger. Depends on where the birth parents were. Yes, indeed, Indigo Twin. A lot of adoptions were closed in the past, so it can be quite jarring to reconnect. I would assume so. I would assume that it would reopen old scars that had been long thought closed. Um, in a jarring way. I don't know. I like the idea of adoption. I think it should be an option, but I think it sure would be nice if we could figure out more kid-friendly ways of doing it. And of course, that doesn't work in every situation. There isn't always a way to do that. So I think people just do the very best they can to get through their own life and manage to oh my, Nico. I am so sorry. You've got a whole new reality to deal with. I can imagine that was difficult to find out the person that you had thought was your father wasn't. I can't even imagine what that would feel like. And to then have a new person that you don't know, that would be really difficult, Nico. I would think it would be a huge adjustment for both of you. And I hope that you're both doing well with that adjustment. I can't quite imagine. I can't quite imagine. It would be I don't know that it would be any easier if your mother and father were still here. But yeah, without any answers to any questions, I would think it would be really hard. I'm sorry, Nico. I'm sorry. Brain fog, did your sister know about you? Did she have any idea? Or did she just hear she had a twin all the time? I'm curious. So, like I said, you guys, I didn't find much information when I went looking at how to make a community as a live streamer. It basically said to um, create an email list, create a Discord, make sure and stream regularly. That's so great, Cricket. Your adopted cousin turned out to be a real distant cousin through his birth mother. Wow, Cricket. That's so cool. Those are amazing things to find out. We don't have near as many family secrets in my genealogy. All these amazing things, you guys. You've not been able to get to know that father, as sadly my mother had severe problems with relations, so I was not allowed to get to know him. Anyway, just got in touch, a bit of touch with him a few times. That's too bad, Nico. I'm sorry. I asked my mom and dad, step, but your dad, to adopt me a sister all the time because your brothers were 7 and 9 years older. We both did ancestry, and she was looking for parents and got you. She is content with you. Okay, well, that's good. That's good. At least you guys got something. I'm sorry she didn't get your mother. Not that it sounds like that would have necessarily been a good deal. Anyhow, guys, it's amazing how fast technology works. We can now figure out murderers based on family genealogy. They don't even have to have ever taken a blood test for their genealogy. We just can figure out who they're related to based on their blood work. It's so incredible. It's so incredible. Things that we couldn't have imagined when we were kids. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Technology moves so very quickly. Hey, Orion. 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 In that sense, you've been feeling fatherless your whole life. I have accepted it. In this new situation does add some weird spin to things, but time will tell. At least you know your real father's name. Yes, DJ, and I hope and pray that your real father will come through and be a real dad even at this late date. I can't imagine what a shock it's been for him, but I am hopeful. Indigo Twin says if you guys ever want to talk about your stories, their DMs are open. They're always curious about other people's experience with adoption and found families. Well, that's really nice of you, Indigo Twin. I'm amazed that we've got such a huge experience with adoption in such a small group of people. Is um, is experience with adoption or found family this common, or do we just have more people? Do we just have a surprising number of people with experience with found family in this chat? It's very interesting. I didn't think the statistics were so high, but maybe it's just chance that we've got a bunch of you in here. So what's everybody think? It's been a nice quiet few days in protest land. I've enjoyed that. You're better with questions, brain fog? Okay. Nico, I'm so glad. That's excellent. That is really excellent. I'm happy for you. Genealogy has become a very popular hobby. I think so, Cricket. Do you have Discord, brain fog? Yeah, Chiorg, that's right. It is very cool. It is very cool. I think genealogy has become a popular hobby, much more popular than it was. Your sister only cares about you and your dad? I feel a little bad about it, but it's what she wants. Well, you know, you can't push people to do more than what they want. Both of the kids are happy to know they have new cousins. No face. No face. We are so glad you're here. The drinks suck when you're not here, man. We really like having you here. Not just for the drinks, but, you know, the drinks are a part of it, dear. You hate Discord. You've been in it for 4 years, still don't get it. You do Reddit. You have so many cousins you don't even know about. Closely related to one of the protesters. Oh, you're related to one of the protesters. Not closely at all, I suspect after double checking. That's kind of funny, Chi. Antonio Anthony, welcome in. We are happy to meet you. I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome into the corner joint. Pull up a chair. Order a drink. What would you like? The the elements from which to partake are yeah, the dad jokes would flow. We have much from which to partake, even if you don't drink, Antonio. You know, when you meet someone and their name sounds familiar, check your ancestry report. There you go, Chi. There you go. Unless you're from a family that's generationally only had 1 or 2 children for the last 5 or 6 generations, and then it's easier to know who you're related to. Like I said, I've got a half sister, but she's 20 years younger, so I know all about her. So, Antonio, how are you doing? Somebody came in and out the door. Probably child number 3. Walked in and out the house and worked Orion up for the moment because Orion doesn't like people entering or leaving the house. Doesn't like the door opening pretty much. So whenever the door opens, he gets pretty well interbulated. Guys, one of the things that's gonna decide, pardon me, get out, Chi. He would say, get out. Yeah, brain fog. I think they used to be almost the same country. Back in the before times. Okay, he's not stopping, guys. Let me go see what's going on. I will be right back. Please keep everybody entertained while I'm gone. Thanks, guys. Just a delivery person who needs a signature. From everywhere, going nowhere. Interesting, Chi. Amy! How are you? No face. You're hilarious. Amy, it's good to see you. That make me loud. Get out. You can't speak or read Portuguese, but I was watching 90 Day Fiancé and was so surprised that you could understand maybe about 70% of the words, but 100% with the visual context. Interesting, Chi. Interesting. I love this brain fog. From everywhere and going nowhere. Spanish and Portuguese under Pueblo and Inuit on DNA. Very interesting. I am curious, what is everyone's favorite cookie? Sunrise Dawn, Brian, welcome in. A video of a man who was juggling apples, and as they flew up across his face in mid-juggle, he'd take a bite out of each one. My goodness gracious, Chi. So much talent. Exactly, Cricket. Carrie Ann needs us to get to work on her fruit juggling to keep us entertained. Yes, apparently I need to get to work on the fruit juggling. Guys, I cannot juggle. I cannot juggle. You like a really good oatmeal raisin cooking? Okay. Sugar cookies, excellent. Taking time, check in on your vacation, peanut butter cookies. Okay. Sugar cookie, or maybe peanut butter, or maybe golden Oreos. I think Sunrise Dawn has a cookie weakness. That's what I juggle too, No Face. I think that's an excellent point. I think that's an excellent point. I only juggle my emotions too. So my favorite cookie, I don't know what my favorite cookie is. Probably a chocolate chip oatmeal, but not with raisins. Not with raisins. Maybe just a little bit of a cookie weakness. Chocolate chip. Nice, Cricket. I have an excellent recipe for brown butter chocolate chip cookies, and those are really, really good. Really excellent chocolate chip cookies. For homemade, that's what I like, either the brown butter chocolate chip cookies or oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. I'm thinking about trying out Jenna's recipe because it sure sounded like it was excellent. I don't know if you guys saw, but Jenna put her oatmeal chip recipe that she made with Natalie. Hey, Kristen, I like the peppermint and the orange Milanos. And I prefer the Brussels Chi to the Milanos, but I like the peppermint and the orange ones. They're really, really good. Those are the cookies across the street that Papa Cat loves. Brown butter chocolate chip. Oatmeal white chocolate chip craisin cookie. That would be excellent, Indigo Twin. That sounds really excellent. See, there's a difference between what are my favorite homemade cookies and what are my favorite store-bought cookies. So I really like Pimm's, orange Pimm's. The orange and the chocolate, orange chocolate is one of my favorite things. I like orange chocolate. So I like the Pimm's orange chocolate, and I like Girl Scout, the Girl Scout mint cookies. You gonna buy cookies tonight, Kristen? White chocolate is a sin against chocolate. I understand that people have that opinion, Brian. I understand. White chocolate is generally not my favorite either, but I will take it when it's in reference to craisins. It does tend to go well with craisins. Homemade cookies, good old chocolate chip. Okay, Chi. Jenna's oatmeal cookies looks great because she uses walnuts instead of raisins. Yeah, I never use walnuts or raisins. If I was to add any nut, it would be pecans. Indigo Twin, you're too lazy to fight, but you'll respectfully disagree with that. That's okay. We can we have every variety. So that's all the more white chocolate chip cookies for you, Indigo Twin. Y'all turning on you with this cookie talk. That's funny, Kristen. The golden Oreo coming up. Kahlua Absolute topped with cream and a golden Oreo on top. Nice. Nice. No face. You are so inventive with the drinks. Jen, what is that about? My goodness gracious, Jen, that's twice tonight. Thank you. You really didn't have to do that, but thank you. The Betty Crocker cookie book is the best. Mom, I don't know what sunt is. Grandma made something from that book every year. You have it. I don't know that one, Brain Fog. I like the Cook's Illustrated Baking book. It has a lot of good cookie recipes. Chi, I haven't tried the watermelon ones. I don't usually like watermelon flavor, but what I did like, and I mentioned it on stream one time, is the Oreo Thins have this tiramisu flavor that is unholy. It is sinful. It is so good. If you get a chance, buy the tiramisu flavored Oreo Thins. Jen, you blow me away. Brian, you'll eat the cookies if you ever get a chance? Okay. Yes, Brain Fog, exactly. She did it again. I can't wait to meet her in Vegas for some. Yeah, Brain Fog, maybe you and I will both go to Vegas and meet up with Jen. Thank you, Jen. I love you too. I love you too. Banana peach bread. Banana peach bread. Peach takes the place of the nuts. Wow, Indigo Twin. I've got some peaches in the house now. I'm tempted. You should send me that recipe, Indigo Twin. Banana peach bread. That sounds amazing. Just amazing. Sounds like a lot to remember, and when you really want cookies, you've got a little bit of a compromised memory. Just, look for them, Chi. The tiramisu is beyond worth it. Also interested in banana peach bread. Exactly. We have officially gone off the rails with banana peach. We'll have to plan it ahead. Absolutely. How do you find peaches that are a bit tough? You need them a little old. Is that what you're saying? Just like the bananas? Yeah, I would think you'd want them to be nice and chewy. Do you use fresh peaches or canned peaches? Sounds excellent. Sounds excellent. What other things, what other talents in the kitchen do y'all have? I'm curious. I keep getting through all of the banana peach stuff. I'm still, Kristen. I'm all over the banana peach stuff. My goodness, guys, it's been an hour already. It's almost time to say a first Minnesota goodbye. Not quite, but almost time. Peach banana, indeed. Now I just want to add some cinnamon and some I like crispy. You make you make a mean stuffed quahog? Okay, Cricket. I make an excellent coucherie. Exactly, Chi. You call 'em Mexican goodbyes? That's hilarious. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. We usually go to about 4 Minnesota goodbyes in here. Yes. After the third one in an hour and a half, they get in the car and then get out to tell you something else real quick. Indeed. Standing on the porch forever. Put the kids in the car and then stand on the porch and chat for another 45 minutes. You would put money on the person who can make banana peach bread isn't going to buy canned peaches. Oh, you're hilarious, Kristen. You're probably right. Your friend said she'd sub to you if she can see Orion. She will see Orion. I just can't guarantee when she'll see Orion. But if she watches, she will see Orion. Also, you made the icing from scratch. I like making icing from scratch. Kiddo just tried a piece of cinnamon candy. She immediately started drinking water and said, I hate cinnamon. Cinnamon. I love cinnamon. I love cinnamon. One of the benefits of living in a bad neighborhood, people don't really want to hang out in the front yard. Oh, see, in Minnesota, you just do it on the front porch. Avoid soggy bread. Use tough peaches, not juicy peaches. I still need the the trick for finding tough peaches. Yeah, I love cinnamon. Churros are one of my deep and abiding weaknesses. Anything with cinnamon sugar, I am just all over. I have a deep abiding love for Mexican hot chocolate because hot chocolate doesn't have cinnamon in it. I don't think it's hot chocolate. Chocolate with cinnamon is the best. You don't know, you're just the self designated recipe writer downer. Okay. You make a really good spaghetti. You like to use sauce as a base for the marinara and then add stuff from there. Yes, I do the same thing, Brian. I like to use canned sauce as a base and I let the canned sauce simmer for 45 minutes to an hour and then I flavor it from there. I find it makes exceptional spaghetti. I agree with you. Really good spaghetti sounds good. I don't like the kind. You guys know sometimes you get water separating from the spaghetti sauce, or you get watery spaghetti. I hate watery spaghetti sauce. I don't know what causes watery spaghetti sauce, but it is not my favorite. You like to make hot cocoa with a bit of cinnamon, Indigo Twin? I think that all hot cocoa should have cinnamon and marshmallows. As bartender, I'm allergic to red cinnamon. Captain Morgan swells my tongue to the point you can't swallow. Seriously, no face. Yes, Simonin is adorable, Sunrise Dawn. Simonin is adorable. You're allergic to red cinnamon. Wow. You're an okay cook, but I really like baking. I don't know why, but everything comes out good and surprises me because I'm convinced I made a mistake every time. That's kind of how I feel about my schoolwork, Chi. A little bit like that. You bake well, cooking is harder, Indigo Twin? Yeah, you guys did say the same thing. Slightly not drained all the way after being boiled. I'm not sure what that means. Chi. Yeah, we need to cut ourselves some slack. I've been telling that to my anxiety voice for the last 24 hours. And it is not working. I am a definite and total wreck. You can order the stuff from the store and put it away. Oh, likely not drained all the way after being boiled, watery spaghetti noodles. That could be Chi. But I think sometimes even when they're drained all the way, I get watery, not watery spaghetti noodles, but watery spaghetti sauce. Sometimes it just does that. It like separates out water. It's weird. You might start baking now that you're type 2. Not a big fan of desserts, but will probably be awesome at baking. Yeah, I think it's something different in my spaghetti sauce. I don't know what's causing it. It's one of the frustrations. Sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not. So maybe we've driven that conversation subject into the... Well, remember, Indigo Twin, this is a Minnesota goodbye here. So hot dish is what it's called in Minnesota, not a casserole. It's called a hot dish. Makes me think of Sophia's sister Angela cursing her by saying, "May your marinara never cling to your pasta." There you go, Chi. Yes, it feels like a curse like that. I am exceptional at hot dish. I grew up on hot dish. Tater tot hot dish is really an excellent thing. I really enjoy it, actually. But then I'm a sucker for tater tots. Love your hot dishes. It's a good way to use things up you have without having to add too much. Add some potato flakes if it's watery. Oh, that's interesting, Kristen. I bet I could. And I've always got potato flakes on hand. That's not a bad idea. Thank you for that, Kristen. I bet I could. No, that's an excellent idea. That's an excellent idea. I forget about potato flakes like that as a thickener. It would make it thick in just the right ways. You've used them for watery pancake batter? Okay, Chi. Deer meat cut with pork makes awesome spaghetti, especially cooked low and slow over a campfire. Toss in some garlic and onion, a little sugar, and whatever else you like. Nice, No Face. I am near the Walla Walla onion rings, Brain Fog. Indeed, I am. They are coming soon. Let me check and see if they've come yet. Hold on. Checking to see if they're here yet. Well, I promote substance use a little bit. I suggest everybody partake. Everybody should partake. It's when I had to run out. It's when I had to run out because Orion was barking that we started that. Walla Walla onion rings. with a blunt hanging out of my mouth as I wrap. Walla Walla barbecue cheeseburger, natural beef patty, roasted Walla Walla onions, barbecue sauce, white cheddar, house-made coleslaw, and mayo. Oh my goodness. Sunrise Dawn. Oh my goodness. When is the AC servicing going to be able to come soon? That's terrible that went out. That's not good when the air goes out. I've had my door open all day today because it's quite nice out, but tomorrow it's supposed to hit 90 some degrees. And so yeah, that's going to be a little different than today was, I'm sure. I'm sure. Brain fog. I wish I could buy the okay, your dad's Mr. Fix It. He's coming tomorrow, and if he can't fix it, he'll call the friend that can. There you go. We are your fans. Exactly, No Face. We are your fans. The AC servicing in your house is like the Home Depot. Is the Home Depot guy putting in a box that's too heavy for you to move, much in the living, which trips my husband over until he replaces it. Sounds funny, gee. With climate change in South San Francisco, you started with fans and ice, the portable AC, and then moved to the other side. The other side meaning the other side of the bay, brain fog, or the other side meaning the air conditioning side, the central air side. We are lucky. Our house was built in, I think, 1960, maybe 1950, but I think 1960. But we have central air, which is really nice for a house this old to have um, air vents for central air. We're very, very, very lucky. So we're able to turn the air on for the few days a year that it normally gets too hot, although those days are increasing on the regular. That is for sure. Of the bay. 82 right now and full central air. Yes, weirdly neat. I'm oh so appreciative of the people who built our house. Hey, hey. So early on. Let me check something, guys. Jen's got a new design. Hey, Red. How are you? Jen's got a new design. Check that out, guys. Check that out. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, Jen. We're gonna have a short stream, you guys, tonight. We're gonna have to jump to the second Minnesota goodbye here really quick, cause hubby and fourth child have made exceptional time from the airport. So they are going to be home much quicker than I expected. So, Red, it's nice to see you. Jen, so most houses here do not have central heat and air, and many of you still have wood burning stoves for our main source of heat. I have lived with wood burning stove as the main source of heat and no central air in the summer when in a place where it gets unbearably hot, a high desert, and I can feel that. I have been there, done that. So, guys, it's not an easy thing to do. See you later, Chi. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. You still have your Papa Smurfs Big Throwdown on vinyl? Nice, Cricket. Isn't that a great new design? Pub Groomer comes up with the greatest designs. 109, 111, 114. Yay. Not. What's the forecast here? It's about, it's like that, but for tomorrow is 82, Thursday is 92, Friday is 98, Saturday is 102, Sunday is 102. That is pretty hot. That is pretty hot for us. So it's still not 109, 112, 114. I'm feeling you, Red. I've been through that kind of heat, and it is not fun. Oxford comma, we're so glad that you got one. You can thank Jen Pup Groomer for those. She's been giving them out like hot sauce packets, giving them out like candy tonight. So 88, 89, 90, 92, 94, 95. Wow, Jen. That's warm. Yeah, 98, 102. 102 is particularly warm for us, Red. That's 2 days of that. So, global warming is the one subject that I just cannot talk about. AC is pretty much a necessity here. It can be considered an emergency if the AC goes out and there's elderly babies or medically fragile people in the home. I understand that, Sunrise Dawn. That makes sense. Um, I grew up in Minnesota where it was an emergency if the heat went out. It's against the law for the heat to be disconnected during certain months of the year. Well, Anne, welcome in. Thank you for coming by. Thanks to Pup Groomer for your membership. And in the desert, yeah. You better start watering your lawn. Yeah, we've got to water the lawn this week too. For us at 6,500 feet in the mountains, it's hot. Yes, it is indeed hot. That is indeed hot. And I bet the sun doesn't make it um doesn't make it any better. I think the sun beats down on you stronger at that elevation in my experience. In my experience. And welcome in. This is the Corner Joint. How'd you find us? I mean, beyond getting the membership, you must have found us some way. We talk about Scientology. We talk about other things. Sometimes we just chit chat. Sometimes I go protest Scientology. We do a lot of different things here, but part of what we do is we just be a corner joint where people can come and shoot the shit with everybody else. People we agree with, people we disagree with, but we're always respectful and kind. Here, this is our own little Switzerland, and we'd like to maintain it that way, but we are so glad you're here. We hope you like it. Please take a moment and hit the membership button, not the membership button, the subscribe button. You've got a membership. We have a heat advisory for that week. I don't think we've ever had one that long. Okay. It's 84 here, so thankfully not too bad. It got uncomfortable in here earlier today. Yeah, it can when it starts getting up to 84 or 85, it can start feeling a little warm in the house in the afternoon, I find. You've got this FOE. What's FOE mean, Kristen? Leather recliner, and it's dirty as hell. Anyone know what cleaner I should use to scrub it clean? I would use a leather soap if it's full leather recliner. If it's real leather, there's got to be a leather soap that's available. Fake leather recliner. If it's a fake leather recliner, then I don't know, I'd just use I don't know what I'd use. Soap and water? What would you guys use on fake leather? Just a little bit of soap and water? Cute. There you go, Red. Check YouTube. YouTube is better sometimes than Google, I find. Yeah, but we like to avoid that no face. Cleaning fake leather. The leather nowadays has come a long way. The fake leather has. Mild detergent with a soft rag and warm water. There you go. You like videos better than reading through stuff? Yes, and I find I get better answers. I'm not sure what that's about, but quite often I come and search YouTube first. Pop always serves up the info. Real leather should use a leather cleaner, indeed. I was going to go look for a leather cleaner, but it's not real leather. I was thinking something like Murphy's oil soap would work, but plastic leather. Yeah, but it's come a long ways. It's a lot nicer now than it used to be. I've got a couple pleather jackets that I'm quite pleased with. Hello, chopped liver. How are you? Dusty, I tried today with your address, Dr. Bronner's. There you go. That would be a good soap to use. I would try that. Kristen. Dr. Bronner's soap. It's a nice mild detergent. It would be excellent. You clicked on the link in your notifications. Okay. As a former 30-plus year resident of Clearwater, it's always a good day to be around people who know the evils of that group. Indeed, we do. And Clearwater is a beautiful place, like Red says. And Dusty lives near Clearwater, who just wandered in off the street calling me chopped liver. I guess I deserve that, don't I, Dusty? I told you guys we'd probably have to end pretty quick. That is probably people arriving. No, almost, though. So this is a third Minnesota goodbye. I'm sorry it's got. And got front row, indeed. Many of us are active protesters, and those that are not are active supporters of those that are boots on the ground against the Church of Scientology. Hold on 1 second, y'all. My child, we had another delivery come. I had to buy some new sunglasses, y'all. You remember my really cool horn rim sunglasses that I had? They got busted. They got so busted. Yes, she did, sadly. Indeed. Yes, there he is. Baking soda and water? Interesting. So I had to buy new sunglasses, y'all. And so I got two new, oh my goodness gracious. Well, you guys are going to have to tell me what you think. I'm not sure I can even wear these. They may have to go right back. Those are a little ostentatious. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm not sure that I like these at all. You love them, Jen? Okay. Okay. You guys like? Hey, Orion! He's not going to stop barking, you guys. Hollywood, Hollywood. Right, Kristen? I did get 2 pair that are just like the Hornred runs. Well, I will wear them, Brain Fog, mostly because I am completely out of sunglasses. All my pairs have disappeared. And this was the only pair I could order from Amazon that was going to get them here quick enough for the next week of sun. Oh, you guys, Sunrise, you're sweet. Thank you, Kristen. You guys are just really sweet. I probably will wear them, Brain Fog, because right now I don't have any other choice. They would definitely get people to look at me when I'm protesting the org. A little bit Peggy Guggenheim. Now I'm going to have to go look up Peggy Guggenheim, Cricket. They would definitely get people to look at me when I'm out protesting. Orion had them hidden somewhere. Something like that. Hey, Orion! Come here, Bubba. What's this? Let me see if I can get him to come up here before you guys leave. What's this, Bubba? What's this? Oopsie. What's this? Here he is. Mary Louise? Yes, indeed, No Face. Here he is, you guys. Look at that puppy. Look at that face. Yeah, just what I needed. Why do you not want to look at you just refuse to look at the camera. Refuse to look. Yes, refuse to look at the camera. What is that about? There he is. There he is. No Face nailed it. Indeed he did, Kristen. Indeed they did. No Face, brain fog. Your grandfather had a ferret that used to steal things and hide them behind the fridge. That's hilarious, Sunrise Dawn. You notice his feet, Jen? You noticed his feet, huh? Yes, I know. I have not watched it yet. It is on my list to watch, and then I got to do something about those feet because he is looking like a Muppet all over the place. He is looking like a Muppet all over the place. Guys, I am really pleased that all y'all, continue to want to make your roommate had one and was always making sure only his stuff was in his room. Oh, wow. That's funny. I've always wanted a ferret, but I've never been able to deal with the scent. But I think it would be a lovely thing. I've just always wanted one, but I couldn't deal with the scent. You like them, Anne? Okay, guys. I know it's a quick wrap up, but he is going to start barking again in no time. So, unless there's anything else you guys are dying to talk about, I know this is really wrapping it up quick. I apologize. It is not usually this wham bam thank you ma'am of a close. You wanted a ferret as a kid, but mom said no, we just have to play with Pawpaw's ferrets. Yes, everybody, have a good night. This is why I have mods, y'all, because otherwise, even when I said goodbye, I'd be keeping goodbying. So they seem to know very well when I mean goodbye. It's been great to see all y'all. Thank you for coming. Please check and make sure you've liked and subscribed or unliked, disliked. Don't subscribe if you don't want to. You've never seen Orion's full body. You're starting to think he's a puppet and I'm a really good friend. I'm a really good ventriloquist. I don't bark that well, No Face. I'm not that good of a barker, but it's a good guess. It's a good guess. I hate leaving you guys every time. Can't wait to see you till I'm back. Catch you later. Bye bye.